Hello, this is A Automotive Reviews, and today we have the BMW i7, an electric. Now, the next generation BMW 7 Series is currently in development, and BMW has revealed that its most powerful model will be electric. Now, the Top Dog 7 Series will no longer be powered by a V12 engine, and will instead call upon batteries and electric motors for propulsion. This new 7 Series will likely be the i7. We don't know yet if it's written in stone if that's what it will be when it arrives in the market, but it's too early for us to be sure what the name will be. It will be a while before we can see the i7 in production form. But spy photographers from journalists have just captured the car and the prototype guys for the first time ever. Now, the prototype is still heavily camouflaged, but however, you can get a great idea by looking at the pictures that what this is going to be, what is this going to look like. Now, this is done by CarBuzz. They actually get the pictures. Now, electric cars don't require a conventional grill for cooling purposes, so it looks like the i7 kidney grill won't be as large as the i4 concept, though that could be a part of the camouflage to fool people. There's also a dotted hole pattern beneath the main grille, which looks pretty cool. The headlights sit lower than they do in other BMW models, and clearly look like a prototype unit. So we can expect the production ones to look much different. This car would be doubtless have some advances such as self-driving features, as evidenced by the cameras and the sensors around it. The prototype will wear a large camera on the top of the kidney grille, cameras on each side fenders, and a camera within the shark fin antenna on the roof. Now let's go back and see if we can see that. You really can't see the shark fin antenna, but I guess if you look closely, there is a camera. Let's see if we can enlarge that. Let's see. It's hard to see here. Let's go back to the best fit. And let's see. So there's a lot to be seen about this car. It's going to have a lot of technologies, in order to compete with the Tesla Model S. Now, we won't know much about the i7 specs, but it should be quite heavy, and because of the battery pack and all, and the motors and all that. That's why this prototype was spotted with the SUV wheels, which you can see right here. And these are the 245/50 R19s. Now, it's supposed to go toe-to-toe with the Mercedes EQS, which will be all electric. And there will be a gasoline version of the 7 Series as well, but the electric model will be the new flagship of the range. So we can expect a lot from this. Now behind the scenes of this, we're going to go back to to know that BMW has been working on this redesign, and the CEOs have been working on it. They have given a lecture about this car. Now, the BMW Group CEO Oliver Zipse joined the automaker's annual general meeting held in Munich, Germany. He said that the next 7 Series will be offered with gasoline, diesel, plug-in hybrid, and battery electric powertrains. It will be the first time BMW models will offer so many powertrain types. Now, the redesigned 7 Series is expected to debut in 2022, so it's not going to really come out in 2021, but we should be calling it the 2022 i7. Now, given BMW current naming strategy for electric cars, more than likely it will be called the i7. It will be based on the 7 Series generation CLAR platform, which is flexible enough to support multiple powertrain types. For the electric 7 Series, BMW will use its 5th generation battery and electric powertrain technology. which debuts next year. Now, the technology supports batteries with up to 120 kilowatt hours of capacity, are enough for up to 400 miles of range. And the powertrain can develop as much as 720 horsepower. It also has a modular design, combining the electric motors, transmission, and power control units into the same housing, as you can see here. Now, 3 of these powertrain modules are motivated by the 5 Series demonstrator, which BMW unveiled in 2019. Now, 2 power the rear wheels independently, allowing for torque vectoring control, and 1 powered the front pair. Such a system allows BMW to scale power output and all-wheel drive capability for individual models by simply adding or subtracting powertrain modules. Now, in the CEO's speech, Zips confirmed BMW Group plans to launch 25 electrified models across the brand: BMW Mini, Rolls-Royce, and by 2023, more than half of these will be battery electric models. The first of these EVs has already arrived in the form of the Mini Cooper SE. The next will be the Bmw X3, and it's going to be called the iX3, which is due later this year. Though we won't see this model in the United States, the iNext will follow around in 2021, and then the i4 small sedans toward the end of 2021. Now, BMW Group expects demand for electrified vehicles to double in 2019. Now, that was in 2019, but now it's 2020, and soon to be 2021. And after this, the automaker expects the demand to grow by more than 30%, up to 2025. The automaker has pledged to spend $33 billion by 2025 to support the development of electrified vehicles. Now, from what I heard, Audi's spending $50 billion. So, I guess you can see what the technology is going to be in each one. However, with BMW, this is going to mean cutting costs elsewhere. And that's going to be in the development of combustion engines. So there's going to be a lot to, a lot to expect from this BMW i7. Now, some of this information we don't, necessarily know in super detail, but I hope this video was a somewhat educating. Let's take a more of a look at the grille. As you can see, the BMW electrified vehicles, adopting a bigger grille, self-driving systems. You don't really see that in the rendering part, but we can imagine this being here and them having a camera in the back where the shark fin antenna is. You can see the design, that this is just as big as the 7 Series. But this car is going to be kicking out 720 horsepower. It's going to be the most powerful BMW. Instead of it being a combustion engine, it's going to be electrified. And 400 miles of range. Definitely different, folks. Definitely. And at the same time, it's going to be definitely nice with the flush door handles and everything else as well. And this module encompassing the engines and everything. The only thing that you see in this model that's not there is the battery pack, which is going to be a part of the car, but everything else is brought together. So I guess it's going to be connected. This motor is going to be connected to the axle, and they said this motor is supposed to be the front, one motor in the front and two in the back as well for corner vectoring. As you see, the charger is going to be right here, which is a little different than Tesla, because Tesla put their charger in the back. You know, it's always like a part of the light housing sometime in the Teslas. But this is going to be a little bit different. I mean, from looking at this one, though, it's hard to tell. This might be a hybrid. I believe this is a hybrid model, BMW 7 Series. As you can see. So it's hard to tell too much from the but you can definitely see the rendering in the BMW using the you know, this is the electrified wheels that they use to signify that this is an electric car. Everything about the rendering is nice and on point, and this is definitely going to be a contender for the Mercedes EQS. This is A Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, share, like, and subscribe.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.